Hello, it is lunchtime. I've heated my lunch. I'm about to eat it, but I wanted to show you something that we did. So we're working on persuasive/opinion writing this quarter, and we've done I Want Iguana. We've contrasted the two stories of the Three Little Pigs and decided whether we thought the wolf was framed or not. Today we did Hey Little Ant, this book here. And they got to choose squish the ant or save the ant and give reasons why they should. And I also expanded it so they could put it on a piece of paper, and I gave them a shoe and they could make an ant out of construction paper. And if they're going to squish the ant, the shoe's going to be like hovering over the ant or starting to squish it. And if they're not going to squish it, they're going to save it, the shoe will just be next to the ant. And so here's what I did. And then I showed them how to write it, their opinion, their reasons why, and their conclusion. I said your conclusion is just restating your opinion. That's all that is. So they're in various stages of doing this. I'll show you. So after recess today, the students will get to finish their ant project. Then we're going to be talking about what science project they've chosen, make sure they remember the scientific method, choose a testable question, and then everyone should be good to go. That's my plan. Also, we're going to do 2 cursive letters and do reading groups. And then I have late buses, and then I can chat with you at the end of the day and let you know how everything went. Hello, it is the end of the day and I'm home. Caitlin and I went to Walmart and got just all kinds of miscellaneous stuff. Nothing super exciting. I got a few things for my transformation on Thursday. And she did some things for me at school because she got out early today. She's trying to sidestep. Hey, look, there's no paper back here anymore. Yay. Got that gotten rid of. I think she just tripped over the door.
I just ran into the door.
I do that kind of thing all the time. I think she just ran into the door. I do that all the time. Okay, so it's like 5:45. My husband will be home soon. I'm going to make baked chicken and roasted potatoes in the oven. So I need to start that, but I still need to unload the car. Man, the glare is terrible. And we need to make sure our taxes are good so we can send them in tonight. Ugh, I hate taxes. And I have a splitting headache in the back of my head right now. I think it's just tension. So I think once I get my pajamas on and wash my face and stuff, that'll go away. But the rest of the day was pretty good. The kids were very chatty, and that was just like a school-wide thing. I think every teacher I talked to was like, oh my gosh, they were chatty. So it just, I don't know. It's the spring chatties, I guess, are coming out. But I don't know. It was just a lot. It was a lot. It was hard to get them to focus. I was like, come on, guys. You need to stop talking so we can do this. But we made it through the day somehow. My team teacher next door has late buses this week, so I go in there and help her with that. And then she does her room 1 week, I do my room 1 week. So, yes, we still have the happy birthday sign up for Caitlin. I don't know. I'm too short to reach it. Socks thinks he's dying of starvation, as always. So, nothing super exciting happening tonight. I want to make a claw machine. Yes, not a real one, just a cute one. Out of a bin, a clear bin. I'm such a dork. I already had a bin. Of course I did. But whatever, I'm going to need bins to put things in to organize this summer, so that's okay. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go finish getting stuff out of the trunk, get supper going, change in my pajamas, and I don't know, try to survive the night. I'll see you in the morning. Hello, it's lunchtime, and it is Tuesday, and you should see my desk. It's crazy looking. Let me show you. So we had a bank come and talk to us about financial literacy and saving, and they gave us these awesome pencils. Well, they all look the same, of course, and I cannot write on them with a Sharpie because it wouldn't show up. So I have all my little tape things pulled here so that I can make little flags, and I will trim these so they look nice, and I'll put their student number on them and then sharpen them. I also have a Go Math book that is trying to bite the dust on me, so I need to tape it as well. We finished chapter 9 today. Woo! I'm having this for lunch. Super yummy. One of my students is not feeling so well, so I'm hoping lunch helps. But if not, we'll have to try something else. And we finished chapter 9 in math. So we did the review for the test. And then tomorrow during our math time, we have our iReady reading diagnostic. And then Thursday, we're going to be doing our special Toy Story measuring review. And then we can test on chapter 9 after that. And I think that'll be awesome. They did really well because the metric chapter was very similar to the standard measurement chapter. So it was kind of like reinforcement, and they just used centimeters and meters instead of inches and feet. So I think they really got it. We shall see when we do our Toy Story measurement. So chapter 10 is all about data and graphing. One of my favorite things because it's just fun. Because a lot of it, you can do surveys and all just kind of fun questions. So I think the kids will really enjoy that. We only have 2 chapters left. We have chapter 10, data and graphing. And we have chapter 11, which is shapes, like 2D and 3D shapes. So it's geometry and fractions. So that'll be a fun way to end the year. I always like doing those things. And we can even incorporate our snack into our lessons. That's really fun. Because we could graph our snack and we can make shapes with our snack and we can do fractions with our snack. So all kinds of neat stuff. We had time to do a cause and effect lesson today. So I used a Brain Pop Junior about cause and effect, and we took a little quiz, and some of the questions were kind of thought-provoking. One of them, you had to sequence the events in order to figure out what the effect was. So you had to figure out how things went down before you can figure out which one was the effect. And then after that, I was having the students line up for lunch, and I said, the effect is, I will take you to lunch. What could be the cause? And one student said, we're talking. And I said, well, do I take you to lunch if you're talking? And they're like, no, we're not talking. I went, oh, so if you are not talking, I will take you to lunch. And they're like, yeah. I said, hey, let's try that. That'd be awesome. Let's try. And so they all got super quiet. And I went, oh, I think we're ready. So we went down the hall. And it started getting a little chatty again because they're getting excited. It's really nice out. It's like 78 degrees. They're super excited for recess, which is right after lunch. Totally makes sense, right? We still got to hold ourselves together when we're in the hallway because not everybody has lunch and recess right now. So I said, oh, guys, the effect is I will take you right to lunch. What is the cause? And they went, oh, we're standing in a quiet line. I went, oh, yeah. So they did, and it was really good. It was really good. It was cute, actually. Super cute. Okay, I have printed some things that were super awesome. So I found these iReady like punch cards as a freebie on Teachers Pay Teachers. So how cool. And they already have like a little like reward. So after it says complete 12 lessons with 80% or better and receive free time. There were different ones on there too. There was like have lunch with a teacher, 45 minutes of Prodigy. My kids would give their left toe to have 45 minutes of Prodigy. I cannot spare 45 minutes for Prodigy. So the free time is going to be 15 minutes of something of their choice. So they could do 15 minutes of Prodigy, they could do 15 minutes of Epic, they could do 15 minutes of drawing. I think that would be worth it for them doing 12 lessons and rocking them. Yeah, totally cool. And we'll just do that during independent work time when they can do their own thing and they're not missing out on a whole group lesson. My kids are just cranking out the 100% ARs. We're getting closer and closer every day to having everybody there, which is exciting. So if you get 100% AR each quarter, you get a special shirt at the end that you get to have people sign. So it's really neat. We also have a big second grade celebration at the end of the year where the kids get to stay after school and we do fun games and snacks and we have dinner with them. So that'll be neat. But wow, we only have like 5 weeks left. Starting next week, we only have 5 weeks of school. So that's crazy to me, crazy. So trying to do all the things, get it all done. All right, I'm gonna continue wrapping pencil flags and eat my lunch so I can get it all done. So I will probably show you at home some of the things that I'm making for my Toy Story thing, which is measurement. And the product came from Corey Markison. It's Measurement Mania, and it's great. And I was looking through it and I'm like, wow, this totally aligns with all the things that we practiced in Go Math. So I already did all the Go Math lessons, and I even did the Go Math review. So this will just be like an extra review of chapter 8 and chapter 9. So the standard measurement and the metric measurement. They'll get both. And it'll be kind of a fun spin on it with a little Toy Story theme. So I think that's going to be really awesome. So I think that they will really enjoy it. And of course I have a special shirt to wear. And oh, that's Jeans Day for us because it's payday. So that's super exciting. So I am so going to have a good time with that. And I think the kids will too. I haven't told the kids. I want them to be surprised. It'll be a really nice change for them too because of all the testing that we're doing now. So like tomorrow is our iReady reading diagnostic. And I'm going to be starting F&P reading testing, and we're doing end of chapter testing and stuff like that. So I think that this is coming at a really good time for them to have a fun way of reviewing their math skills. So I am looking forward to that, and I love Toy Story, so I mean, what could be better? It'd be fun for all of us. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go because it's about time to pick up the kiddos, and I still need some more flags from my pencils. So I will continue to flag all my pencils here and eat my lunch and pick up my kids and take them to recess so they can enjoy the beautiful sunshiny weather that we're having right now. Hi, we are home. It's about 4:30 and I'm so glad to be here, but I have a lot to do. So I'm doing my Toy Story transformation for measurement on Thursday. We finished our measurement chapter today. So we'd already finished the standard measurement chapter, which was chapter 8. And then we did chapter 9, which was metric measurement, and we just finished it today and did the review. So this will be another review before we test. I'm very excited. I've got all kinds of neat stuff that I want to do, but I have things to do. And I left some of my stuff that I printed at school. Doggone it. So I was going to cut stuff out tonight while I sat on the couch, but now I can't because I don't have it. So whatever, I'll do what I can do, and then I'll just have to bring stuff home tomorrow to cut. That's all right. It will be okay. So I need to make my claw machine. I'm sure I will have plenty to do without cutting stuff out. So yes, I need to make my claw machine. So I need to make a rocket out of poster board. I need to cut out my monkeys out of poster board. And I need to gather up my Play-Doh and my barrel of monkeys and my, can't remember, some other things. There are some other little toy things I wanted to grab from the basement from Caitlin's like toy stash from when she was younger. So I'll be sure to show you everything as I get it, probably tomorrow because I don't have it together right now. Well, right now I'm going to go feed the cats outside. It is really warm. It's like 80 degrees. It's really nice. So I'm going to show you my outfit. This is new-ish. So I have a tank top from Target. It's kind of a neon orange, really. I have this kimono thing from Walmart last year, and I thought it looked really nice with this. This came from Cato, I do believe. And let's see, I've got my Alex Nanny bracelets. This is from Old Navy. There's my little shorts. I got these at Walmart. And then my little shoes. I've worn these before. Those are the Earth Spirit. They're so comfortable. So if you get shoes like that, they're really comfortable on your feet. Here's kind of the whole deal. The best I can. Okay, so let me show you my monkeys. So I have late buses with one of my teammates, and we've been switching who has them in their room. So every other week I have them in my room. Well, this week I don't have them in my room. So when Caitlin was in my room early yesterday, because she got out of school early, she does that every other day, I projected a monkey on my board, and she traced it for me. I don't know if you can even see it. Yeah, you can. So I'm going to cut this one out, and I've got a yellow one too. Like so. And I could do a green one if I wanted to. So I have tons of poster board. I'm also going to make like a rocket out of this kind of a blue for my claw machine. And I need to make a cardboard claw thing with foil over it. And I got foil for it. Turn on light so you can see stuff. I bought a package of foil just for that. Also, I got this cute little remote control car. Well, it's a monster truck, but for the measuring lengths on a number line kind of thing. So fun. And here's what I'm gonna try to make my claw machine out of. It's not gonna be super fancy, but I'm planning on using this tub here. I'm gonna fill it with, I don't know what you call this, paper shred that I got on clearance at Christmas time. I was gonna use for Grinch stuff, but I can reuse it. It's just gonna cover up stuff so they can't see it real easy. And they're gonna be little green Easter eggs in there that have little alien eyeballs on them. And inside they have things to solve. And I think you have to measure them. So I have several packages of this, plus have a couple of bags of Easter grass. So mixed in, I think I've got like 5 of these. I have 5 packages of this and 2 packages of this. So we'll see how full it is. And then I'm going to attach the poster board rocket to the front of this, or maybe I'll do it this way. Probably this way. We'll see how it fits. But I'm going to attach it on there, and that'll just be our claw machine. I may need to put it up on something, like maybe on my step to my room, or on a chair or something. But I don't know. The kids need to be able to get in it though, so maybe I'll just leave it the way it is. And then I got one of those grabber thingies, like you can reach with. I have one of those. I already took it to school. I took a whole bunch of stuff to school today, so I wouldn't have as much to take tomorrow. So hopefully that will help me. I need to charge up my little monster truck thing because I noticed it has a USB cord inside there. And I couldn't leave it out because one of our cats, Onyx, likes to chew on cords, so I didn't want to chance it. And then the remote control is in the pantry, so she couldn't eat the top of the remote control because you never know. So I have some things I need to work on. So I'm gonna go change into some comfy clothes after I feed the outside cats and get to work. And if I do something cool and get something accomplished, I'll show you progress. Otherwise, I'll just show you tomorrow. So we'll see how it goes tonight. Good morning, happy Wednesday. I'm just waiting for Caitlin to get to the car so we can head off to school. Today I'm going to be doing a lot of prep for the Toy Story transformation tomorrow. I'm bringing more of my stuff, as you can see right there. There's my claw machine. I have to put that together, and I have some magnets to stick on the back of my Mr. Potato Head pieces, and I have a Mr. Potato Head paper I need to draw, which is no big deal. It's just like an oval. It's just a potato shape. And I have a road to make for the measuring activity on the floor, and I have some signs I want to make for the stations. I need to find a couple of buckets to put the stations in that I think I should have on the back of those shelving units in my classroom library. If not, I should be able to find some at Dollar Tree because that's where I got those before. And I need to copy some things for a lesson today that I'm doing with my co-teaching partners. So I have a lot to do. It's going to be a good day. It's supposed to be really nice today. And then tomorrow's our last day of the week because we don't have school for Good Friday. So yay. So tomorrow's like Friday. So this is like Friday Junior almost. Fake Friday Junior. And tomorrow's jeans day for us too, which works out great. For my Toy Story outfit, I'm like, I could not have planned that better. Yay. Because I'm going to be dressing like Woody. So yeah, stay tuned for that. All right, I am going to go because I'm sure Caitlin should be here any moment. And I will try to catch back up with you later in the day. Good afternoon. I'm heating my lunch. It's going to be this today. Yum. I did have a breakfast sandwich this morning, so yay, I'm doing pretty good. Trying to eat consistently so I don't feel so cruddy. I feel really worn down today. I don't know. I'm glad we have a little extra break this weekend so I can kind of recoup and I can do some more planning. All right, so we did our iReady diagnostic for reading today, and I think overall the kids did pretty well. I haven't gotten to check everyone's scores and things, but I'm going to do that in a little bit. And then we read the Easter Bunny's Assistant, and we did a story map on that, and they had to write the title, the author, the characters, the problem and the solution in complete sentences. The problem and solution, not the characters, but in complete sentences with correct punctuation and capitals. So sometimes that's hard. It's a lot to remember, but I'm trying to get them in the habit. After that, I let them read for AR. Some of them are very close to getting their 100% goal. That's exciting. I have some that have already reached it and they're working on their book project. So that's awesome. And I'm getting things ready for our measurement extravaganza tomorrow, where they get to practice all of the wonderful things we learned in chapter 8 and chapter 9 for standard measurement and metric measurement. So that's exciting. They're going to get to measure in inches and centimeters and switch between the two. They'll be measuring lengths between distances, if that made any sense. I have a road made, and they're going to measure, I don't have the thing right here, the distance between places, which is something we practiced in our lessons as well. So that will be good. And I made some word problems as an extra station for them to stop by in between their other rotations in case they finish before the next group is out of the way. We're just gonna work our way around the stations to make it easier. It's not a breakout, it's just a kind of work through the stations kind of thing. So I've got the morning set aside for that, for the most part. Not the whole morning, but a chunk of the morning, because it's a review for our math, and we've already finished our chapter, and I don't want to start a new chapter today and then be gone for a 3-day weekend and then come back to it. So we did a review yesterday, and I think they did really well on it. So I think that's going to be great. I just cut out my potato head giant paper, and I put the magnets on the back of my little potato head pieces, and I've got some things cut out. I need to make a few things tonight to bring. There's always something else you think of. You go, oh, I forgot about that. Oh, I forgot about that too. So I plan really, really far ahead, but even then, a couple days before, I start going, oh, I forgot about that. Oh, I forgot about that too. So that happens. All right, it is about time for me to go get my kids from lunch so I can take them to beautiful 77-degree sunny recess. They're so excited. They also got to go outside for PE today, which was amazing. So they had PE right before we did our testing, which was good because they got their bodies moving and their brains pumping. And then I gave them a little bit of a rest time. I sent them all to the restroom in groups, had them get drinks. Then I had to come into the darkened room. I had the lights off, but the sun was shining in. They got to sit on the rug and just kind of chat with their friends quietly while they enjoyed the atmosphere of peace and calm and air conditioning because they were hot and sweaty when they came back from their hike. So they got to relax and get themselves centered for our test. I gave them a pep talk about the test, gave them some strategies, and then we started. And then I gave them a break after about half an hour, because we do 25 minutes of iReady lesson, so they're used to sitting for that. So we did about half an hour, I'd say, of the testing, and then I had them all get up. Some of them were already finished at that point, and they got to walk around and have a snack, talk to their friends, get the jiggles out. I let them do that for about 10 minutes, and then we went and finished. I had a few, I think I had 4. Everyone else was finished, and there were just 4 left. And so I had all of the rest of them log out of their iPads and put them away. And then I had the other 4 go into the hallway where it was quiet, and I set them around in different places. And we had a volunteer out in the hallway that can keep an eye on them while they were testing. And I told them when they were finished, just bring me the iPad so I could check it. And everybody got finished. So that's exciting. I do have a few that need to do a little bit more on something this afternoon, but it's not going to be a big deal. We'll get it taken care of, and it's going to be great. And I'm going to have reading groups, and we're also going to do a Scholastic News on cause and effect, and it's about garbage. So good for recycling, and Earth Day is coming up, so that'll be awesome. And I also have some comprehension things to go with it and cause and effect relationships to go with it. And it's just going to be a really good afternoon of ELA learning. So I'll try to check back in with you later. Caitlin and I do have an appointment after school. We're each getting haircuts. I'm getting a haircut. I think she's getting a trim. So this will be different when you see me later on. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do. I have some ideas, but I have to figure it out. So I'll check back in with you later. Good morning. Welcome to Toy Story Transformation Thursday. Let me see if I can show you my outfit. I'll back up and see if you can see what I've got on. Here's my outfit. I've got on this little hat. I have this cool shirt. I have jeans. I have boots. And I'm about to write Andy on the bottom of one of my boots because I didn't have any Sharpies that I could find. So I'm going to write Andy on there. And then I need to get some stuff put up around the room. I need to make a sign. I'm not going to go as crazy today because I don't have a lot of time to take it down. Plus, it's just the hint of Toy Story. It doesn't have to be the whole room. It has to be crazy Toy Story. Plus, I don't have as much time as I needed because I didn't get to stay last night because Caitlin and I got haircuts and you can't really tell. So you won't get to see it for a while because hat day makes your hair crazy. So we're doing a measurement review today on inches and centimeters because we just finished our metric unit yesterday, or the day before. We finished the day before and we did the review. So we're reviewing some more when we're combining inches and centimeters so we can give the report card test. So I've got a cloud backdrop, like from Andy's room, that you can't tell right now, but I'm gonna put that up somewhere. I have a potato that I made out of paper for the measuring of the potato head parts that's going to go on the whiteboard after the kids are at special class today, so I can set it up. And got some other little surprises too, so I'll try to show you everything when I get a chance. Toy Story Day is going really well, and we haven't gotten quite finished, so after recess I'll have the kids finish. We should be able to finish within half an hour, I think. Then I can still do reading groups, and then they can pack and get ready for counseling, and then it'll be time to go home for a 3-day weekend. Woo! And I was thinking I might do some more Toy Story stuff next week with reading, because there is a comprehension breakout, so I might need to do that too, and finish putting up the stuff that I didn't get a chance to put up and fix the stuff that's falling down. So I will try to catch back up with you later and let you know how everything went. Welcome to what's left of Measuring Mania. So it's a little dilapidated now that we've done it, and things are kind of falling apart, but this claw my husband made out of a coat hanger and foil, and it was hanging up here where my pom-poms are falling down now. It was hanging here, but it's not hanging anymore. Here's my claw machine. It's kind of a hot mess now, but we have one of those grabber tools, and they grab an egg from in here in the grass, and they look like little aliens. They're cute, and inside are little measurement things. And then here I had some stuff set up. Obviously I've had to take some stuff down because it's time to go, but here is our little road where they measured distances between different places in Andy's town. So that would, if I was able to do it, I would have put, you know, like Pizza Palace and Al's Toy Barn and stuff like that, Andy's house and the gas station, but they had to measure how far away it was between certain points in their little booklet. Here's Mr. Potato Head in all his glory, and I just put magnets on the back of all of these, and it worked out pretty well. So in their booklet they had to measure certain things from end to end, and then they assembled Mr. Potato Head, and then they measured distances between body parts. These I seriously just printed off Pinterest. I just put in Toy Story, and it came up with some of the drawings that were on there, and I just printed them. It was really easy. Here is the majority of our stuff. So these are flower pots from Dollar Tree. I couldn't find buckets, so I got these because they're green. So I just made circles in PowerPoint, made them white, and then put a black circle in the middle and cut them out last night and taped them on. So I've got 5 of these for the different centers. The students didn't get done today, so I said, hey, we'll just finish up on Monday. I divided my class into 5 teams. So we've got Ham, Slinky, Buzz, Woody, and Rex. And these are the stations that they did not get to do, so they will get to do those on Monday. Also going along with those teams, kind of took a cue from Corey Markison. She had like an extra thing for them to do when they were between stations, like maybe the station they were going to was still occupied and they couldn't get there yet. So it kept them working instead of getting into trouble and causing lots of loudness. So on my monkeys here, I have Team Buzz, Team Woody. Over here I have Team Slinky, Team Rex, and Team Ham. And they earned monkeys for answering questions that I made up on task cards. I didn't get a chance to put up my backdrop, but I wanted it somewhere. I just got this from Amazon. So, and I made this out of poster board. I found a Toy Story-ish font for free, and I just made these ginormous on 1 page each. So the TOY were each 1 page. And then this I put on a page, and I just cut this out of construction paper. I have a Slinky for decoration. I have more things I wanted to put up, but I just didn't have time. So the kids turned in their measurement booklets, and they'll finish that on Monday. Here are the beads, the pipe cleaners, the army men, and the rulers for one of the activities. Here is the thing I was talking about that I made. So I made up 12 different scenarios They kind of went along with our Go Math Skills that we did, and they're also Toy Story themed. So I just made up some things, and they had to solve the problems. And then this was something they did if they were done with a station, but they couldn't go to the next one yet because it was full. So they'd run over to this table here. It was set up there. And they could go to that and grab one and work with their team. They each got a little Etch-a-Sketch laminated sheet here. This is just something I screenshot from like Pinterest or Amazon or something. Just a picture. And then I laminated it so they could use dry erase marker, write their answer, and then they would come to me. And over here, if I can find it, I had the answer key. Yes. I had the answer key made up. So I could just say, which question did you answer? And they'd tell me, and they'd show me the answer. And I'd go, oh, yep, you got a point for your team. So they'd get a monkey. Or if it wasn't right, I'd say, oh, go try again. So they'd get another chance. Because I wanted them to get them right. Then there's a snake in my boot. And so they got to make Play-Doh snakes, certain lengths. And they followed the directions on the sheet. And they had to measure things and like tell longer, shorter, distance between, difference in size, things like that. I would say it was a smashing success. The kids were super excited. So when they saw the Toy Story door, when they came back from the library, see, I didn't have the up before they came in today. I did that while they were gone at library. And so they would be surprised when they came back from library because then we could start on it. It took a little while to explain all the stations to them. I wanted them to have some idea of what they were going to be doing. Otherwise, they would have been very confused. As it was, we still had lots of questions, but that's okay. That's okay. That's what I'm here for. So I did let them struggle a little bit because they needed to problem solve. But I would say, okay, well, let's read this again. What did the directions say? And they'd be like, oh, I didn't read that part. There we go. So a lot of problem solving going on. Most groups didn't finish like 2 rotations. Some of the rotations didn't take as long as others, like doing the one with measuring between the things here. This one here with the road didn't take as long as some of the other ones. And then like the Army Men one, that was here. And that was where they made a pipe cleaner with beads like ruler. And they followed the directions in their booklet to measure distances between the Army Men at different points of their basically pipe cleaner ruler. And I let them keep their pipe cleaners and their beads because I have a jillion of them. So that was awesome. That one didn't take as long either. The claw one, this one took a while because they had to find all the eggs. They had to find all the eggs. Then they also had to figure out the measurement for the thing on the paper inside the egg. Let me show you one of those because I need to put these back together. Some of the students, you know how some students clean up a station really well and some just kind of throw it together? Well, the last people that were here just kind of threw it together. So here's one of the things. So I had to look at the ruler. They had to decide if it was inches or centimeters and write the measurement. So they were, like I said, 18 of those, or 16. They were 16 of those that they had to solve. So you can imagine that would take a while to open the eggs, find the answer, blah, 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 and write it down. So that's why somebody didn't get everything done. But I had so many things I wanted to put up around the room just as, you know, setting the stage, but I just didn't have time. I couldn't stay last night because my daughter and I had hair appointments and I had like 45 minutes today to do it. So, and I even did a few things before school today. I also brought a Mrs. Potato Head and a Mr. Potato Head, and I had intended on having them like as an extra thing to do, but didn't have time to open them. You know, best laid plans. We did have a snack, and I made a Toy Story trail mix, and I'll insert a picture of that here. It was just Cheerios, miniature chocolate chips, and mini marshmallows. And I made the little labels for the bags. They're just paper taped on to Ziploc bags, no big thing. And I just screenshot a Toy Story logo from Pinterest and made it the right size. And then I added a text box and I made it the same color. And then I put trail mix. It was no big deal. The monkeys over here, I had Caitlin trace these because I projected them on my board from a silhouette on Pinterest, I think. I just put them up there. She traced them for me the other day, and then I took them home and cut them out of poster board. That's all those are. Nothing big and fancy there. If you use black tablecloths like from Dollar Tree and stuff, it really masks a lot of things in your room if you kind of want to just make them disappear, which is why I did that. Next year I may set up my room differently just so there's not as much stuff and it'll be easier to do things like this, but not too bad. These little slinky thingies came from Dollar Tree. I actually have like 5 of them. I wanted to hang them around, but like I said, not enough time, so whatever. And I sent my kids home with a Peeps science booklet that was a freebie that I found on a website or something a long time ago, and 1 Peep to do experiments with, because they can pinch pieces off the Peeps to do the experiments at home. You really need 7 to do the experiments, but 7 Peeps a piece with 22 students would have gotten a little pricey for me. So I just gave them 1 each, and that was good for them. I brought my little remote control thing here, my little truck, and I ran it around the room a little bit, and I did show them on that road over there how to go from the this distance to this distance and how to figure it up. It was just finding distances on a number line. It took me a little while to mark all of the inches, and we did a scale. We did 1 inch equals 1 foot. So every distance they put in their booklet was a foot measurement. Okay, I am pooped. We are off for 3 days. I'm so excited for a 3-day weekend. I'm gonna go home and enjoy that. My daughter's waiting for me in the parking lot, and it's 4 o'clock, and I'm ready to go. So I'm gonna get the rest of my stuff together here. I'm gonna take my little truck thing home and pack my computer, my brain, and get ready to get out of here. I didn't even have a chance to eat today until we had counseling. I heated up something I had tried to heat up earlier and didn't have a chance to eat because I was trying to do all this stuff. But it was worth it. I just want you to know, I'm not gonna lie, that when you do one of these transformations or theme kind of things, the kids are gonna be super excited, and that will make them very loud. That's just the way it is. So I have a headache right now, partly because I didn't get to eat for a while, partly because it was really loud for a very long time. But it was, for the most part, it was a good loud. It was a productive, I'm working buzz loud. Now, sometimes they got a little snippy with each other, and I'd have to be like, oh, we're going to work together and figure this out. So there's a lot of problem solving socially and mathematically going on. I may decide to do the other part of this, that is the ELA section of it. That is made by Making Magic in Second, which is kind of like Corey Markison's BFF at school there. So I'm going to probably get that this weekend and put it together because, you know, I can't just sit there for 3 days and do nothing. Yep, I got to make more work for myself. So it's probably what I'll do. All right. On that happy note, I'm going to go. I'm going to say I enjoyed this and I would do it again for sure. So props to Corey. And I'm sure props to Making Magic in Second for her awesome talent and sharing this with us so we can do it in our classrooms as well. And I will see you next time. I know I showed you my outfit earlier this morning before school started, but I didn't tell you where everything was from. I'm sure you guessed it was Amazon. You would be correct. This came from Amazon. This came from Amazon. My boots, I'm not sure if they came from Amazon or Target or Walmart. I also put Andy on the bottom of my boot because I thought that would be super cute. So I'll show you a picture of that too. All right, I'm leaving for real now. Good night.